So where on earth would a person use a bitmap in this day and age?
You don't use it.
You don't. Hey everyone, welcome to the Red Viking Creative YouTube channel. I'm Trevor, and this is Red the Viking, aka JD, and we are going to be talking a little bit today about graphic design Edmonton logos according to Red the Viking. Now, here's a quick quote for you guys. I'm not stubborn, my way is just better than yours. Is that how you feel most of the time?
Sometimes, when it comes to logos, yeah.
Exactly. Now, according to Statistics Canada, 78.2% of graphic designers were considered non-employers in 2017, thus demonstrating the prevalence of self-employed graphic designers. So it is a growing thing, and I think it's going to be pretty exciting when you grow from one-person show to a two-person and three-person and beyond. So we're going to beat those statistics. The next thing here, quick story, a lot of companies that we don't know that their business is a brand. Now, the brands that we use and trust on a regular basis have logos that stand out from the others in their field. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Awesome. So let me ask you a few questions. You can fill me in because logos are your thing. They're your jam. You love doing logos, and because they're the most important part of a business's, what would you say, their face to the world.
It's the first thing clients sees.
Absolutely, and it has to be cool and it has to stand out and be unique and represent the brand. So let's get into it. What are the two most common logo formats?
That would be bitmap and vector.
Bitmap. Wow, I haven't heard bitmap for a long time. I made a bitmap file today, and I don't think it worked out, so that's okay.
No.
So where on earth would a person use a bitmap in this day and age?
You don't use it.
You don't use a bitmap. What did people used to use bitmaps for?
That was when you were using images for your logo, where you would have like an image inset into your text or something, or an image in the background and your text laying over top.
Okay.
And it's flattened, it's low res, it's not good.
So we're talking like 8-bit, 1985, you know.
Minecraft, little,
yeah, little things like that. Clip art. Clip art bitmap. So using it for Sunday school, handouts, that's perfect for a bitmap. So where do you use vectors? And maybe explain to us what a vector is.
Okay, vector is, if you're having a graphic of any kind, you use vector. A vector is actual shapes and it's mathematically shapes with the computer figures out. It's not just an image, a picture. Vectors you can increase or decrease to any size and they will not pixelate. So you can have a little 1-inch logo on your screen, but as long as it's saved as vector in the right vector format, you can expand it to like over 20 feet, as big as you want, as long as you have the printer to print it.
Awesome. So that is a huge advantage for graphic designers nowadays, especially when people want to print something on their vehicle.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you want to put a logo on the side of a vehicle and you don't want it to look really, really bad. Or if you have a picture, realtors are famous for getting their picture on benches, bus benches. It would be terrible if it was pixelated and blurry.
Yeah.
So vector images are the way to go. Now, what are the file formats, just so everybody knows? So there's EPS, there's AI, there's what are the file types that are vector?
Most vectors that I can open are Illustrator files, AI files, EPS files, and PDFs. If the PDF is saved right, I can actually open it, and if it was a vector on the PDF, I can still play with it.
Awesome. All right. So what should businesses be aware of when they're hiring a freelance online graphic designer?
They should be aware of, there's a lot of artists out there saying that they're artists, but they're just self-taught, so they're just watching videos and saying that they can make a pretty picture. But there's a lot of stuff that goes in behind the scenes to finish a logo off or finish a graphic off. Not even to be for web, but to send to printing. There's a lot of stuff that isn't taught on videos, and it just comes with training, actual educating training, and experience.
Yeah. So even after you get that, $5 design, is the file in the right format and is it ready for print? How do you know? Well, you don't know if you don't know, and that's why you hire somebody like Red from Red Viking Creative for all your graphic designs in Edmonton. Now, the next question that I have for you is, what's the big deal about buying a template logo? I think that the government of Alberta has something to say about that, right?
I mean, it saves you money, I guess, but in the end, you're gonna end up having a similar brand to another company.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's unless you're buying it outright, but there's no guarantee.
Yeah. At the time of this recording, most recently, the government of Alberta set up a special branch of the government to look into oil and gas, and I forget what the name of the thing was, but anyways, they had hired somebody to get them in touch with a graphic designer, where we suspect it's one of these online purveyors of graphic design work, and they basically had plagiarized logos, not once but twice. So they got a copied logo 2 times. So that's the danger that you run into when you're looking online for a graphics design person. So if you're looking for graphics design in Edmonton, you're looking at Red the Viking. Okay, so the next question I have is, what are the key elements of a logo that people should consider?
Key elements, simple. You don't want too much filigree and little details, because once it's small, you're not going to see the little details at all. And keep in mind your color. Too many colors, it's going to cost you a lot of money to print and have duplicated. Okay. And just
keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be really fancy. Like, you think some of the most prolific logos we have today, Nike, the swoosh.
Simple.
Right? Very simple logo.
Most recognized logo in the world now.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's outshone the actual Nike logo. I mean, you don't even need to put the Nike logo with it. You just know that swoosh and it's Nike.
That's right. Really, it's just a check mark. They made a check mark famous. Amazing. So the next question is, so why is it okay to spend money for a custom logo?
Well, a custom logo, you know it's going to be custom. You know that another company isn't. Well, you don't know that because people can steal stuff that's online all the time.
Yeah, people can steal it, but if you get it originally made, you know that you're the owner of that, and you can get some protections put on it, at least in your country of origin, right?
Yes.
So, JD, what are the typical placements of a logo for a new company?
Placements?
That's what you wrote. What are the typical placements of a logo for a new company?
I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
What are the typical placements of a logo for a new company? Placements. Oh, would that be where you're going to be placing it? Like on business cards, on your website?
I guess so, yeah.
You might want to think ahead to branding, like if you're going to put your logo on pens or t-shirts or hats or water bottles, like all of them have a different requirement to print on.
Yeah, so you have to think of, where you want to be putting your logo, and that determines what your design's going to be and what style of logo you're going to have, right? Because there's some things that just don't transfer well when you print them. Right?
Yeah, like my logo won't fit on a pen.
No.
It won't.
You may have to come up with another.
I do. I have another.
You have another one?
Just for pens.
Just for pens. We have a logo for pens and a logo for everything else. Perfect. So will having a custom logo mean that no one will ever steal it or rip it off? I think we kind of answered that. So.
No. I mean, the plagiarism laws online are so far behind. It's hard to catch up, and unless you're searching all the time, you won't know. Like, I don't know if one of my designs has been stolen already. Yeah. Hopefully not. I mean, flattering, but
yeah, please don't steal. It's wrong.
No,
on all accounts, it's never good to steal, no matter what it is. A logo, a design, plagiarizing. I mean, think about Google, and when it comes to words, the reason why we're doing these videos is it hates any copied content. So plagiarism is still wrong no matter what country you live in. So.
Well, even if you're just downloading an image online and you're using it and posting other things on it, it's technically stealing. You're stealing from the original artist or photographer or whoever put that image of.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, buy them. You can buy them. You can buy images. If you want free images, there are places where you can go and you can get royalty-free images.
Yeah, donate a copy to the artist.
That's right, and that's it. So, how can people get in touch with you, Red, in order to get started on a new logo?
They can go to our website at redvikingcreative.com, or they can give me a call at 780-932-4921.
Awesome. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for listening to our video and learning more about Red and JD at Red Viking as far as graphic design Edmonton. And we are going to be coming at you with some more videos about graphics, designs, logos, and everything to do with that and how it can help your business with graphic design in Edmonton. We'll talk to you later. Bye.